Back with, damn, I can't straight face my stupid, snappy intro. Back with Scooby-Doo, where in the sweet Christ are you?
Huh.
We literally have...
Yeah, so that's why I came back in here to try and finish this, because I genuinely do not know what the hell we're, like, missing here. On it, 108, 118, yeah, they're the same number.
There you go. That's what's doing it. It was never in the playground.
So it's in this starting area? Well,
Seems like it. Okay, I look at some guides, and...
I'm gonna have to...
awkwardly cut past that crap.
Just a cut past that, gonna have to find what the hell it...
So if we're cutting around... So, I was looking at a guide, and this is... And I remember having this problem as a child, and getting confused, because it's the only area in the game that does this. The Mystery Machine, Part 1? It's called, like, the Mystery Machine Part 1, but then it's Mystic Playground Part 1, instead
it's just Mystic Playground. It's just...
No.
See?
Okay, you know, well, the map just says the Mystery Machine.
But,
No!
I don't know, like, you go here, each one has the same name. My point is...
There's only the one, but they're the same map. So you're missing some shit.
Okay, so I'm missing some shit here somehow, but that's still... But I still then have a... What the hell am I, like, missing if this area is listed on...
So I'm sitting here with a old guide open to help offset any confusion.
Oh, damn it. Oh, no, it will actually list it as the Mystery Machine Part 2 when you transition. It's the map that's fucking weird about that
okay.
for some reason. So I guess that's not that bad, but now...
There you go. It was just the ones off camera. So we could have got that ages ago. We were just dumb and I didn't remember the... The thing is, like, that was just misremembering because the map is weird.
Yeah.
And this is why I open an old guide. And I can just cut around to... So... Hold on. Where I'm probably gonna cut to that. And I was gonna kind of do this anyway. A lot of this is probably just cut commentary of just showing the snacks we missed as just kind of a clip show of just cleaning up. Unless I feel that there's commentary worth leaving in, because last time, right before we ended, and I never made a joke about this in the main Let's Play, that, like, I was gonna make a joke that I'm surprised we played through this game and not one of us made some stupid joke about Be Cool, Scooby-Doo.
I was trying to mostly focus on the game.
And then because then the other day...
And the moments where it's like, okay, I don't remember what to do. I remember the part after this, I just don't remember how you get there.
Then the other day, with Be Cool Scooby-Doo, some clips from Be Cool Scooby-Doo were uploaded on YouTube like 7 years ago. I was like, it's been 7 years!
That, on Be Cool Scooby-Doo, that's... I know there's shit over there. I was just looking to see what that path was. Doing that. That's the one where everyone says it looked like Family Guy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
People that didn't... Damn it. Hold on. If we're actually leaving in some of this... Be Cool Scooby-Doo looks like Family Guy. So much so that people seeing that show without context thought it was some stupid, unfunny Family Guy parody. Because Be Cool Scooby-Doo was, like, created and quickly abandoned. And because we kind of focused this Let's Play in a weird way, and we didn't have a complete time to talk about dumb, obscure Scooby-Doo stuff, of which there was a lot of, because I was going to also make jokes about, like, you know, there's the obvious Scooby-Doo things that are well, like, remembered, but then you have, like, weird shit like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue.
Well, it's because in America that one aired at, like, stupid times and shit, so it's one of those a bunch of people genuinely, even if they wanted to watch it, probably couldn't.
And then Be Cool Scooby-Doo happened and was quietly abandoned. Like, that went out with a fucking whimper.
Like, that's, you know, that's what will happen, especially in, like, the time that was released. That was back when if shows didn't look a certain way, people would automatically just, like, write them off as garbage.
The audience isn't the only one writing off the show.
Boo.
Topical humor. You see, because this can also breed a conversation of, let's discuss those controversial mergers. Because that was going on.
Yeah, I know.
The HBO Max shit, I feel bad for a lot of people because they apparently canceled a bunch of shows.
Actually, I might need one of those werewolves to get up there, because I'm not leaving an area until I calm every thing in it.
Don't you think we're being a bit literal? He said, comb the desert,
Yeah.
and we're combing it. That's one of my favorite jokes. Especially followed by the, find anything? Nope. No, we ain't found shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that...
I'm going to turn around and go back to literally use the bubble on the, like, werewolves to see if I can get up to that higher area.
I thought that higher area was up the hill.
I'm checking just to be sure.
That's... It is up the hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what the bubble does. And it's why I said, unless you were doing some speedrun shenanigans, you can't really 100% this game. Yeah, it was up the hill. But that's a good use of the bubble to show off why I said you can't really 100% the game, because... No, I mean, you know, casual speedrun fuckery will skip out on a bunch of powers because level geometry. I've watched between recordings, just watching some speedruns, just even if I didn't completely understand what they were doing, I can at least say that they literally climb ledges by just glitching up geometry. So now it's just cutting around and just getting stuff.
Wait, I'm not...
What?
I'm not... Unless the game is fucking up, I'm not using the...
That's not
punches.
slick.
That's bullshit.
That healing...
That is bullshit.
Scooby-Doo franchise is rather interesting because there's, like, the shit people remember. Like, you know, the 60s show and a lot of the...
Well, at least you have the courtesy to not make it a bottomless pit.
Because, like, this game is clearly homaging the... mostly the 60s original. Which
I am slowly walking up to show that thing we talked about. If you look, you can tell that it really is just the... Oh, it's interesting, though. You can tell it is just the art.
yes.
You know, it's one of those I had like, done shit so long ago, I genuinely forgot that, like, the fucking Indiana Jones boulder happened. So that's because of the trying to just sit there and show it's like, you can tell what this original really was, meaning they probably literally did just scan in cells of the... I better keep that. I better fucking keep that, because if I don't, that's kind of dick. 2 of 2. And all snacks collected. Damn it.
I was going to comment that it's funny because of the trap that the monster tokens and the snacks you generally get to keep.
Going to see where the hell this goes.
Because it opens from the other side and you never actually exited out that way, you can't use that path.
Damn it.
Gotta go the long way, Mr. Dubert. Speedruns!
In it. Like...
You left Shaggy in the fucking dust there.
You know, like I was saying, I really do feel like that was another thing of it because, you know, Mystery Incorporated, because of, like, what its art style and shit was, it was one of those, was that series being slightly darker.
Mystery Incorporated was one of the greatest Scooby-Doo cartoons because they used Scooby-Doo as a basis to be more adult without completely going off the deep end. And then the Scooby-Doo franchise is sort of dormant for a while, then you revive it with this kind of dumb, more juvenile series that looks like a Family Guy cutaway.
Because people have this weird, like, thing of if shows look a certain way, they automatically write them off. Like, that's why it happened with Ben 10 Omniverse. Everyone thought that it was basically like a dumbed down baby reboot for babies, which is funny because that series actually ended up introducing, like, a bunch of sort of important lore shit. And that's the series that, hence the, you know, name Omniverse, started to really dive deep into, like, multiverse high-concept timeline bullshit. Like, genuinely, in one of the first episodes of Omniverse, the entire universe is destroyed, and Ben has to rebuild it as Alien X, but his memory isn't, like, 100% there, so a few small things are different. Like, from that point onward, he has a different jacket.
Yeah.
And this is in, like, episode 5, from my understanding. But it was, again, people, because the, like, regular Ben 10 and, like, Alien Force and shit had a vague, like, anime-esque art style. People just see this. Which is funny that everyone immediately wrote it off, because the art style for Omniverse was done by the guy that did Transformers Animated, and I thought everyone loved the way that series looked. Or did it actually have the same complaint of people?
I seem to remember the funny paradox. Transformers Animated was loved because... Damn it, I can't straighten face. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this, though.
What?
Transformers Animated followed up Transformers series that were seen as kind of terrible CGI. So having a sort of simplistic anime art style that's hand-drawn is more appealing than aging 2000 CGI.
And this would also be, and I believe animated was also around the time of the live-action movies, so you don't get the, like, Michael Bay live-action over-design. We're going to animate every piston of this fucking car.
What I was going to say, though, if I'm leaving some of this in, it is funny where Be Cool Scooby-Doo. On the one hand, I get some of the complaints, in the sense of, like, Be Cool, Scooby-Doo was, like, to some people, and while I'm not saying this is correct, I get the mindset without calling people dumb, that a more serious Scooby-Doo is followed up by a kind of...
So because of the internet boogeyman, like, Mystery Incorporated was canceled because parents complained that it was, like, too scary or not child appropriate. Do I just...
You jump. Yeah.
Oh, no, there's everything here.
Tonight's episode is so scary, Congress won't even let us show it. So instead, we're gonna show the American classic, 200 Miles to Oregon.
But as the internet, but of course as the internet do was like a Benton Omniverse and shit, because it was the one everyone poo-pooed all over at the start and mythologized their earlier series. We're now in the like counterculture flip movement of like Alien Force and shit are bad, and Omniverse is a cool one because of all of its like weird high concept sci-fi bullshit. I love when the internet does shit like that, because something becomes like the popular thing to shit on people, then like, well basically after a few years flip.
All the snacks are over there.
Where?
They're behind the buildings.
Hmm.
No, like there's literally, you see all the tar? No.
So I have the boots and shit, so I should be able to just, yeah.
Yeah.
That takes the piss.
Going back to my point, damn it, Mystery Incorporated was amazing. And I get an annoyance standpoint of looking at, like, Be Cool Scooby-Doo and going, okay, you guys are just being assholes. And that's basically
I don't know if that's what they want you to do or not.
The bubbles just kind of exist.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. That was a big, like... That was a big thing of the gum. I now have 8. I forgot there were the ammo increases for the gum and the bubble. Even
Gotta get your Vigley, Q. We also need to go back for that knight armor, which you've played this entire game.
Because you don't need it. And I'm trying to sort of do areas quote-unquote mostly in order, so because of that fact, I'll probably get the knight armor when I like when I get back to the one area.
Ignore me making terrible. Look, I will say this a lot in videos, because back in the day, I got a few angry comments about this, and I'm sorry, but I have perpetual, nearly endless sinus problems, and sometimes I do kind of, as some people, like, called it begrudgingly, and so I need to work on, like, that annoying, like, huffing and mouth breathing. My nose is nearly always some level of stopped up. Yeah, I make a lot of gross noises, but it can't easily be helped. Because I have a bunch of allergies. And my nose is always at least somewhat runny.
This part 2 of the...
Fear on the Pier.
Okay.
It's time for the question of the day, my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how many of you actually remember Be Cool Scooby-Doo? Because, in my opinion, it seems like that show has mostly been forgotten at this point. And I would love to know if anyone is a little bit younger and has some nostalgia for that specific show. Overall, I remember when it released, I remember people talking about it, and then I remember it pretty much fading away. I was really surprised to see how old clips of that show were, meaning that show was far, far older than I generally remembered, and in my opinion, that is kind of crazy. So my main point here is, do you remember that show? And do you have any nostalgia for it? Because the way I basically remember it, I never really watched it. I just remember it existed. Everybody talked about it for 5 minutes. And then the show pretty much faded away. And after that point, nobody seemed to care. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments. Or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.